on messages. Ugh, I know, it's messing up already. Come on. Don't do this to me. Orientation. Come on. Okay, there we go. Hey everyone, coming to you right in the middle of a fucking hot flash I got. I was waiting for it to go away, but I don't think it is. The question of the day for anybody that hops on here or that listens to it back is, if you're older, that is, what would you do if you knew, like if you could remember the whole life you lived ahead, to go back to 21 and you could change some things that you did? But we'll see if anybody hops on here tonight. What is say? Oh, it's Valentine's Day now starting. So happy Valentine's Day. Hey, sweetums. Even if you guys are going to spend Valentine's Day alone, like me, you can still put love towards yourself, which is very, 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 very hard. I know, and I had to work on it a whole bunch, and I still have a long way to go with loving myself, but I try to work a little bit on bringing it back to me because nobody deserves this love. Uh, Happy Valentine's Day, sweetums. Are you gonna do something for yourself? Let me push mute so I can do my comments. I'm on later because I was trying to get past this hot flash, but it wasn't moving anywhere. I didn't even check my oxygen today because I don't want to get into the I'll probably check it when I get off here when I try to get up to get my veggies and stuff. But I try not to get myself in a panic checking it all the time. I still feel the same, so I doubt it's balanced out some because I still have the weakness and stuff. So that usually comes from it staying low. Hey Desi, happy Valentine's Day, early Valentine's Day. I know the whole day is ahead of us, but yeah, I was just saying, I don't know what my nose is doing. It's like you know how when you drink a soda and sometimes like the fizz hurts going up your nose. My nose is doing that without drinking any soda. I don't know what the hell that is. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, I could see how constantly checking it could be stressful. Yeah, so I try to let it go a little bit. So like I said, I know I'll be checking it before I actually try to go to sleep. Oh no, like yeah, sort of like that. And I don't understand why. I've never had that. I've never had that before. I'm like, what are all these weird things going on that I've never experienced before? But I was just pondering over a question. I'm like, if you could go back in time, but how did it get deviated? Just randomly? No, I could breathe out of it. I guess you can get it randomly, huh? But I was saying, if I could go back to my 21-year-old self, and with the knowledge I have now as a 50-year-old, I would still have it back then. This would be how it plays out, right? You would still have the knowledge of what you already lived from the age you are now. Then you go back to 21 and you could use that knowledge. What would you change? Like, what would be the major factor you could change? Um, Mine would be. Oh no, here we go. Are we doing the? Yeah, we're doing the trolling early. Hey, let me get this person out. No, I do not want to fuck you. Thanks, though. Anyway, as I was saying, I would really go back, and the people that always threw money at me, I would take those opportunities. Really, I would say, they were because they were going to spend it on the next person anyway. Why not travel and get the things I want. Fuck that. Love was not a winner for me, choosing love over all that crap. So I would tell myself, stop it. Stop being stupid. Take these people, they want to spend money, they're going to waste it on the next person. Let them take you traveling and traveling the world and shit like that. Like fuck love. That's what I would tell myself. What would you guys tell yourself? Are you a gold digger? Mm, didn't you just hear me say I didn't take people on their money? What the heck? I just said I never took the opportunity when somebody was throwing money at me. I always said no. I'll choose love again. So how does that make me a gold digger? Now I said if I could go back to that age, I would. That's not a gold digger when somebody's always throwing their money. I never asked for anything. Somebody was always throwing their money at me. So that wouldn't make me a gold digger if they're giving it away. Same. You do the same. It sounds like when you use a neti pot and you feel like you're drowning. Yeah. But I haven't had any water go near my face or anything. Um, I've had that randomly too, but I don't know why. I read that it could be caused from indigestion. Oh. Are you gold? Where are these people coming from? They actually listen to what you're saying. They're not just pop. They listen to it enough to ask such a stupid question. If I was a gold digger, I would be in a nice house, have a nice car, everything. Now, heck yeah, let them treat you. Yeah, because like I said, they were gonna put it on the next person anyway. That isn't a gold digger. That's letting yourself be blessed or accepting what was meant for you. I just never liked any of the people. And the thing is, I probably would have liked a few of them if they would have started off without the money thing. It was the money thing that just threw me off. Like, oh, I want to take you here and there. It's like, oh, so you're not a person and you don't have a personality that you want to share with me? I was that type of way. Gold digging is actively manipulating someone. You're just accepting them, treating you like a queen. That's what I'm saying. That's all they would say and stuff like that. And they had enough money to share, obviously, because I'm sure once I said no, they just moved on to the next person. So that's not gold digging. The society now, how women are, those are gold diggers. And when you just don't care about somebody, you're just taking their money and all that stuff and using them and treating them like crap and stuff, that's gold digger. I wouldn't have treated somebody like crap. And if I didn't end up loving them, I wouldn't have pretend I loved them. I never pretended I love anybody in my life. Did you guys ever pretend you loved somebody? Spill it if you have. I didn't. I couldn't. I don't know how to. Sweetums. Have you pretended? Sweetums, you didn't say what you'd do if you could go back to your 21 old self. Money pisses me off. People like to throw it at you, thinking it's all you want, but that was never me. I actually have to love or like a person to accept something, but that doesn't mean they own you. Exactly. Yeah, I couldn't fake anything for sure. No, I couldn't do that. If I find someone intolerable, I don't got that kind of time. Yeah, same. So did you say what you would do, what you would change, or wouldn't you change anything? Oh, you said it. Oh, sweetums. Now I feel superficial. Oh, is that what is that? Now I feel like mine's all stupid. I'm trying to see. I feel like that it should pop up for me the first time. I don't see it when I go back either. Yeah. So, are you guys doing anything for Valentine's Day? Yeah, I could understand that, Sweetums. Hi, aren't you the person that asked if I was a gold digger? No, just the same lettering. I don't know what that name is, but hi. Is it Savita? What did I just ask? I forgot. Or was it in my head? I didn't ask it yet. Oh, any plans for Valentine's Day? We have plans with the kiddos, but as far as just the two of us, no. Let's see if it's gonna. Okay, this is the first year. I, okay, here goes my throat. My daughter and I was just like, nope, we're too broke for this stuff to celebrate anything. I don't know if they're gonna do something personally, but me and her, nope. I was thinking of going out for a run to see if it would help my mental health and maybe get some sushi after. That sounds like a good plan. You're not gonna get any of the box candy? Oh, you're gonna wait to see about the sales afterwards. I think you said. I still haven't went back for it. I don't know if I'm gonna. I honestly, I really don't think I'm gonna eat that heart box one. I don't think the chocolate's worth it. I can't believe how crappy our chocolate is in America, especially after having like the little shops around here. With their chocolate, it's not with all that shit in it. I've had that like a little bit, and then just a Ghirardelli. That just it's just like we this chocolate we eat in America is just crap. And those the little stores that make it in here in our city and stuff, it still costs a lot of money. But at least it's real chocolate, like they're making it in the store. Yeah, you need to get the Ghirardelli box. That was good. No, Russell, I know Russell. It seems like it's not even mid anymore. That shit seems like it's the low grade. That and Whitman Sampler. I always liked Whitman Sampler, and I don't know. I have to try that again. But Russell Stover's, oh my gosh, that was horrible. We surprised the kiddos with Disney on Ice after a cookie class. Then probably McDonald's after. Oh, that's cool. That's adorable. Disney on Ice is so fun. I went once when I was little. I never liked stuff like that. I don't know. Everybody else was like, "You're not Disney. You're not." I'm like, "No." And I don't think my daughter probably would like something like that. But she wasn't too into the stuff either. Yeah, I never got to do any of that stuff. The only thing we got to do was like go to the circus, and I hated the circus. That was it. Everything else was our dang imagination playing outside. When we played outside a hell of a lot. And going to parks and fishing and stuff like that, but stuff that costs money, nope. Sweetums, did you check up on Winter Moon again? You email her? Same trees, sticks, and rocks with the boys, with the toys, yeah. I hate the circus too. I felt so wrong watching animals. Yeah, it just feels, I just got, it feels so depressing and they feel literally so imprisoned. Like it's, I don't see how people, and then you got the creepy clowns walking around and stuff like that. How do kids like that? No, thank you. Alright, sweetums. Everybody's been getting sick. It's scary. I don't want to be getting sick like that. I already got enough illnesses. Everything that comes in here like a box or whatever, I'm always spraying it down with Lysol. I was going to try to do another makeup look online today later on, but I don't think that's going to happen. Not if I still feel like this. I wanted to try the burgundy color in the matte palette to not have such a bright look. I know that'll be pretty. Even Sea World, when you see the orcas with their bent up dorsal fins, even as a kid, I knew it was wrong. Oh, I've been to the circus once with my son when was little. None of us liked it, yeah. Plus the circus smells, exactly. And the zoo, yuck. I hated going to the zoo too. It's like I watch the animals on the TV, I don't need to smell them. Ew, just thinking about it. I still gotta wash my hair, my daughter straighten it and cut it more. Because I want to wear it down. I hate wearing my hair in a bun when I go on live. I'm like, oh, that's not my look. My look is with my hair down. I love the zoo. I used to volunteer at the, oh my gosh, at the zoo during the summer. Yuck. Then you must have got used to the smells, huh? What would you do there? You wouldn't handle the animals, would you? Um, I want to, for me to be able to not hurt so much combing out my hair, I think I have to cut it like right where, right past the shoulders, which is going to make me so sad. You know, because it's probably right now. First it was at my butt, and then I cut it to halfway up my back. But it's too hard for me to do. So I think I got to cut like another 3 or 4 inches off, which will bring it to there. And I hope just the ease, just if it brings me less pain, I hope that I could reason out with myself and not feel so depressed over it. But my hair, I'm very attached to my hair, so. And plus, my hair stayed one length. It would not grow worth a damn. It didn't start growing until about 10 years ago. Like, ever, it was the same length for so many years. I did not understand. No matter how much I trimmed it, nothing. I cut it sometimes, still just grew back to the same damn length. Never past that length. And then when it started growing out long, it's like then the arthritis came in, and so for it makes me so sad when I cut it, but I have to. I think you look great both ways. I chopped my hair too, yeah, and it's like I want to be able to wear it down when I do the videos. I do not like wearing it in a bun, and I think that's the only way because I'll have to curl it. It's not going to just be able to flip out and be like, oh, it's done. And having long hair just hurts way too much. The zoo smells, I don't mind. They don't like volunteers work. Oh, they don't let them work with animals. It was helping with what? Docents? With programs for the kids and the info booth. But you get to visit all the animals every day. Oh, okay. Does your hair grow fast? I think now it does. Um, I'm afraid that if I cut it, then it's gonna start growing right back to that same length, and it'll be so messed up. But since I've been cutting it the last couple of years, it has been growing back pretty fast. That sucks. I would be so mad if I finally grew my hair out. Yes, that's what pisses me off the most because I got it to my butt, and I'm like, ooh, this is so pretty, and then I'm like, I can't do nothing with it. And also, when it's that long, it's not gonna curl as good. It's not gonna hold a curl. Just anything you do to it, for me, my hair, it just started laying flat, and flat didn't look right. So I'm just like, I have to make these choices. I have to get the layering in and stuff like that. My hair tangles so bad. It only doesn't tangle um if my daughter will brush it to the back. That's it. When she combs it out to the back. That's the only way it doesn't really tangle too bad. But for me, I have to put the hair to the side and then brush it out. And doing that adds so many extra tangles and it hurts so bad. And I'm pulling out a lot of my hair. Yeah, curls never held up in my hair. It would always end up tangly. Yeah. If I trim my ends frequently, my hair grows faster. And I do that anyway. I always trim my own hair. So, um, and like I said, now my daughter knows how to do hair, so I trust her with my hair. Well, I trust her cutting it. I don't know about style. Even though she styles other people, I think I'll keep the styling parts to me because if I mess up, I'm not going to say nothing about it. And that's why I don't understand how people don't trim their ends and then they don't know how to. It's like that's like one of the easiest things in the world to do. For you to actually go in and pay somebody to do that, I don't know. Only if you want, like, if you want to trim your ends, I can see a cut. That's different. But I have Asian straight hair, so I don't have any amount of curl, and it never stays. Yeah, my hair is curly naturally. I have naturally curly, like, say my hair straightened down my back, right? But if I were to wear it naturally, it would shrink up to my shoulders. That's how much shrinkage I get with the curls. But my curly hair is very, 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 very nappy, so I can't handle it. So I always have to have my hair straightened. And like I said, straightened with it long just doesn't work. It just goes right out within seconds. And I'm not gonna hairspray the hell out of my hair because I'm not gonna wash it all the time. So I'm trying to come up with a plan where I can feel a little bit more presentable. When I do go on video. Uh, Even though I know I don't look too bad with just my bun, but I'm a person that likes the hair down when I'm doing makeup and stuff. And I was thinking about those lip kits. Those lip kits that in the video, they were fun, but I wouldn't buy them again. If I go, and that would be my overall review on them. It was fun being able to play in them and stuff like that, but that quality of the lip kits were too cheap. The eyeshadow and the highlighters were good. But the lip, that's what I was telling because my daughter wanted to order from the company. I said, do not order the lip kits. And I was like, oh, there's my review. Shoot, they're not worth it. They're like playing with, like I said, Dollar Tree makeup or something. And then that's the thing. If it was Dollar Tree makeup, then you wouldn't be as mad. But and it's even the price range. I guess is okay. You're only paying maybe. Well, it's still like $7 an item, like $7 each one. Because I think the lip kits were like 20 something. So the Betty Boop eyeshadow was so cute, and it was good. Besides that one dark color. I don't know about the other colors. I haven't tried all of them, but usually dark colors don't work very well, so people shouldn't have them if they're going to be that shitty. The lip kit was Bratz and Twinkies, yeah. So I'm most likely keeping the Twinkie one, but I think if like I see one of my what are the niece's children? Are they your is it great niece? Well, my niece's children, whatever. If there's one that I could tell would actually use the stuff in there, but no, they wouldn't. That wouldn't be the right color for them. Yeah, so I'm probably just gonna keep it just for design. But the staying power to those lip things. Once I put on the MAC one afterwards, I could just tell such a huge difference in the quality. Uh, the MAC. What did I use? The MAC and then the Fenty. Just all that was there was such a huge difference. But like I said, it still was a fun experience. I just wish they would, they're saying the number one kit on TikTok and all that stuff. And it's like, well, what are they used to? If they're tiny kids, get them dollars. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was kind of disappointing, but that's what happens when you review makeup. A lot of it's, you know, not so great. Was that how Susan found out about it? I think she was on Instagram scrolling, and it was something on there, and they were just talking about. It was like I said, the reel was probably from TikTok on Instagram, because that's what I saw a lot of too. Even on there, they post a lot of people, and it's like like I say, they say TikTok's most famous lip kit and stuff like that. Do they have reviews on the website when you got them? I don't. I didn't look at the reviews because the only thing review I looked at was as far as what were the biggest complaints against the company because I didn't want to get a company that was crap, as far as shipping and stuff. But I didn't look at the other reviews because it was like, you know, the money was supposed to go towards that, so I wanted to go towards that. I wanted to do a review of that instead of hearing the reviews first and then, thinking I'm just gonna get shit if they do say it's shitty or whatever. But I should go back and see the reviews, just to compare what other people said. But yeah, I usually like doing my review without the influence of somebody else's. But I do want to see what these people say. Oh, now they're having a sale Buy one and get one free. What? I could have waited and got some stuff for my daughter. Free gift with purchase over 50. I wonder if it's all. Now I gotta look at what the heck this deal is. Are they talking about everything? I don't know what they're talking about. I only got 29 minutes left. Well, it doesn't matter then. I guess that was for the day before. I didn't see that. They're not letting you click on it. Show me the cell. Oh my gosh, let me go back. I guess the cell's still going, but you can't click on it. What the heck? Welcome to buy one get one free for your BFF. But what is it? I buy it again at a reduced price and return it. I cannot do something like that. I'm just wondering if it's for everything. But it doesn't really show you. Let me see. Let me try something. Well, I wouldn't get anything. I was looking at the palettes. I don't think I would buy anything from there besides the palettes. And like, well, that's a pretty palette. But what, you would have to buy two of the same palettes? Let me see. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to see because it's only got 27 minutes. It would be different if I could buy a different palette and it would be buy one, get one free, but the same palette, no. Because my daughter wants the Betty Boop one. Oh, they don't even have that on there. Hey, wait a minute. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm missing something with my order. Or maybe I took it off. Sorry, you guys. I shouldn't even hopped on here to see the review. When I see this, I'll be. Okay, let's see. I just want to see if you could do two different palettes, and still get it. BOGO. It just won't do nothing. Discount code copied. Let's see. Paste. Also, you don't have to buy the same. You don't have to buy the same palette. And it's still free, but it doesn't have the Betty Boop separately. So it's not gonna work. All right. Anyway, let's go to the reviews. I want to see the. I wish I would have saw this this sale early in the day because I would have asked my daughter if she wanted a different palette. Oh, I do all the time. It's totally legit. They just found out, but it's gonna be over in like 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm not, but I'm not. I wanted to get the Betty Boop one. That's not part of the sale, I don't think. So it's not. Like I said, if I would have saw it earlier, I would have asked my daughter, but she's asleep now. Mm, okay, let's go to the lip kits and see what's going on. Where's the Bratz lip kit? Come on, they took them down? I can't even see the reviews. Maybe I'll go ahead and tweak you one, but Clabs, the Bratz. Their site, they need to do better. Okay, the Yasmin lip one. Even looking at it, I'm like, come on. It didn't even look like that. Where are the reviews? Oh, here we go. There's no reviews, so nobody reviewed it. And these are the top lip kits. That makes come on, that doesn't seem right. Well, that was a bust. There's a search feature at the top toolbar to the right. I just went on their regular site, Desi. Just their domain or whatever. Glam Lights. Let's see if they have, because I bought the Betty Boop one separate. Maybe it's just isn't. It's not for the sale. Yeah, they don't have the Betty Boop at all. It just must not be part of the sale. That sucks. I no reviews. Isn't that something? Uh, yeah, I just went to the Glamlight website. Okay, I need to check it out. Well, my ring alarm just went off. Did you do your thing I told you to do every day today? It's something you should say every day or every night. It's a different time too. You sure it's nothing? They have the same ones from the Glamlight one. Yes, you have to. Yes, you have to do it every day. It's like you fit those little things in your routine, and life gets less bothersome. It's just like people praying over their food, praying for somebody, that type of stuff. You're just praying that you're protected and think some things leave you alone. Oh, dang, they're probably way cheaper at those places too. Let me make sure. So that means these. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to make sure I got all that I ordered because I might have just threw a pallet. Um, think there was one and then there wasn't. Okay, no, there wasn't. Um, the black and red, and yeah, yeah. I think they only had one Betty Boop one from Glamlight. I assumed it was one and done. No, that's not how it works. All that stuff is your work. I'm telling you, it's lifelong work that you do to sort of assure things don't bother you. I need to go check the price, but they're usually if they're already there, they're definitely reduced in price. Oh, there's a Lord of the Rings set. Yeah, I saw that. For me, I look at the colors and I already say their dark formula is shit because that one dark brown in there was shit. So I would keep away from palettes that, even though they look cool, that one dark color. I'm sure that's probably how all their dark colors are formulated. So um, I sort of would keep away from the darker ones. I don't think they're like there's a lot of palettes that are, what are they called? Indie brands, and the indie brands are making the palettes basically at home, and they're putting work in the formulas. I believe Glamlight is just your standard, at least from what I could see, what it looked like. It's just your standard order stuff from China and then bring it back and or have it done there with just labeling and stuff like that. But the formula isn't any personal special kind of formula for their stuff. So they're more. I think the quality's gonna be less just for that factor. They're getting A+ for the packaging. Yeah, their packaging is really cool. I wonder if I signed up. I probably didn't sign up to see the sales, but I really didn't look at my email much today either. I'm like, that's how I was before this happened. I'm like, I can't spend any more money on makeup, so I've been ignoring all the makeup stuff and haven't been going on anything. Um, because I know I can't spend money on stuff like that. Or like drop shipping or something. I don't know what drop shipping really means. I think there's just a lot of people that don't, like I said, they're not formulating the shadows or whatever. So I do want to try some more indie brands stuff, especially the eyeshadow products because they look so pretty and glittery, and not the glitter that's gonna fall out or anything. And none of that glitter I put on, all that stayed pretty well. It didn't go in my eye or anything like that. It was only the brown eyeshadow that was total shit. When you got an eyeshadow that you only put a little tiny bit on, and that junk keeps on falling down throughout time, that sucks. Because that ruins your whole makeup look. You're not gonna keep on reapplying your fucking concealer and stuff. Oh yeah, when you have a third party supplier, yeah, that's what that is. Hello, Ella. What time is it? It is 2:44 a.m. What time is it for you? So what time did it go off, Sweetums, and nothing was out there? What time is it now? Oh, it's the same time. I need to sleep, but I don't want to. Why don't you want to? That was the next question I was going to ask. Well, first say how old you are. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't keep you on. Oh, I hate that. I feel so bad because you know that that's just somebody that needs to talk, but I can't do it. YouTube, if you're listening, YouTube restricts, it has to be 18 or over. They're really strict on those guidelines. I would be losing my channel if I did something a different way. So it's not me, it's YouTube. It's because you need to be aware that it's unsafe to say that you're a minor, though. I think she was saying she was afraid to say why she didn't want to go to sleep. She was probably scared of something. Or he. Oh, Ella, her. No. Yeah, I feel bad. Yep, you gotta keep the channel safe, yeah. Oh. I feel bad, but gotta keep it, yeah. The Your profile picture makes you look like you're the meanest woman to approach. Hmm, I might be. It might be. It depends on what day you approach me on and what you approach me with. Um, but what was I gonna say? Oh, I always have people that they'll be in their 20s and something now, and they talk about how my channel helped them when I did do my videos back in the day and stuff. So that's when YouTube wasn't so strict and all that stuff. So I was helping teenagers and stuff just with their mental health, and to not be so scared of stuff. And it's like, so it hurts my heart when we can't interact because of all the people that do the wrong. Um, because they should be able to, get help too. But I can't risk my channel. Your message makes you the shittiest person ever. Yet you still approach so she can look like that mean. I mean, I think I look mean. I think that's something that has been my whole life. I've always been told, and uh, that's not something that makes me feel like, oh, that's bad. There's a lot of people that look mean. Most people in my family look mean. Was there anything else besides that? Yeah, okay. I knew something stupid was gonna come next. You can still approach such. These AO can start with a simple hello. Yeah. And like I said, people that have channels for fucking since that was 2015. Like you could get your shit taken down for being a harassing asshole. I don't mind banter if it makes sense, but when somebody just comes out the side of their mouth with some stupid shit, you gotta go. The mean comment didn't bother me. It was just after that did. But that is the thing when somebody says, "You look mean." Then why are you talking to me? Really? Do you want to talk to somebody that's mean? Like, you could go pass me by. They just come out with an insult and think that's an opener. Get out. We don't have time for this. Yeah. But like I said, if they had some witty banter back and forth, it could have been a conversation. But no, they don't. They're just stupid. Like be more intelligent. If you're gonna try to troll with some smart things to say back or whatever, not just some having a channel since 2015 means they're older, so you should be more intelligent than that. If somebody wants to fuck with me, I can fuck with them for a minute, but there actually gotta be something there. Like, what the hell? It's just men contributing to their own loneliness epidemic by being straight up assholes, yeah. I'm used to it. That was held, by the way. I want to start going through my older makeup and really condensing what I have in here. I have so much makeup, it's crazy. I know I gotta get rid of at least a third of it. So I want to be able to do that on video too, like show you guys, the makeup I bought, what I wouldn't keep, what I would keep, and stuff like that. I'm used to getting held by now. Yeah. I know there's so much lipstick I'm gonna have to throw away. Oh my gosh. Like with palettes, I'll keep palettes as long as I don't think they're trash. And usually with palettes, they're good if you don't see anything like or mold or whatever growing on them and stuff like that. But all the lipsticks and eyeliners, mascaras, anything liquid or cream, those are the stuff that is gonna have to be thrown out. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do it probably in a whenever I could get enough together. I feel like I gotta go through my new stuff first, actually, that I bought within like last year. Um, I feel like I gotta go through that first, get that together, and what I would give away and stuff, and then start on the older stuff. And then actually start using palettes that I bought. Shit. Do you have a lot of I think it's a mixture. I don't, yeah, it's definitely a mixture of things. I'm trying to think like the palettes I bought. have been more from like Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and MAC, and so more like in the mid makeup range. High end makeup, I don't really fuck with high end makeup like that. It's too perfumey and stuff. Mine is a mixture too. I need prestige foundation and then everything else. I don't mind drugstore. Well, for me, I'm glad my foundation in drugstore, even though I gotta use two colors. Uh, but yeah, prestige, like it always has such a heavy scent to it, and it's fucking expensive. And I don't ever look at anything like, ooh, I wish I could try that. The only thing I want to try one day is like which I think I'll be disappointing them, but I still want to try it. Is you know how they have the hourglass, what is it called? The hourglass, their little six pan where it has the highlighters, bronzer, and blush in those things. I want to try that. But other than that, I don't look at it and say, ooh, I gotta try that stuff because other makeup works. Yes, higher end makeup is perfumed. Yeah. Hourglass is my weakness. Oh, really? Did I ever try any? The only thing I ever tried from Hourglass was a foundation stick that I got from like Ipsy or something like that. And I just wasn't into cream products, but those powders look like good. So you get stuff from Hourglass? What do you have from them? Oh, you love their foundation stick? I just really wasn't into cream thing. And their concealer. Oh, okay. You never tried the powders? You know what powders I'm talking about? The one in the six pan thing. And with concealer, Elf has always been Elf for me has always been the go-to. It covers up so quick, and I don't have any problem with it. So hopefully, I don't have to move on to something more expensive. I've had more expensive concealers. I've always just gone back to Elf. I don't know if I should start getting like a monthly bag again of makeup so I could see what's out there. Yeah, the ambient lighting palette. Um, that's why I want one of those or two or three. No, but I don't know. I might start getting the sample bags again. They just got so expensive. It's $10 off 65. Yeah, that's still a lot of money for that. I'm not quite ready to do that. What happened to everybody tonight? Everybody must have been asleep. But yeah, I definitely gotta get rid of a lot of this makeup and make room. I love that I found the bag to put all my makeup in. Well, most of my makeup in. And my brushes. That bag is wonderful. I need to get another one of those, I think. And I just want to have two of those where I could just lift it up and do my makeup. And the only thing I'm switching out basically is the makeup palettes because I want those to be different sometimes. And then, of course the lips and stuff like that. But my main thing, my foundation and all that stuff is going to be in those bags. It's so pretty. Add it to the wish list. Your wish list is going to be long as hell. Yeah. And you gotta find which one's right for you, too. I don't know which one would be right for me. Hey, Larry, what's up? I was just saying, everybody must have been asleep tonight. Not many people came in. And then I think I would go for more of those brushes that I found, the dupes. I'll probably get a couple more of them. I just finished a fat T-bone steak and potatoes. I'm actually full. That sounds good. What did I have for dinner? Oh, I had a steak sandwich and some tater tots. Oh, just something simple again, Larry. What did you eat, Sweetums? What's a steak sandwich? It's just like a steak sub, it's like a steakum sub, but instead of it being like the steakum brand, it's just thinly sliced meat, like real steak, not steakum. But it was on a Kaiser roll, a Kaiser round roll, and not a sub roll, so I didn't want to call it a sub. I had smoked salmon, cream cheese bagel with arugula and a side of soup. Okay. Yeah, like a Philly cheesesteak type, but um, I don't have cheese. I would eat mozzarella cheese on mine, but I don't know if my daughter puts cheese on theirs even. But other than that, I don't eat like the orange cheese or anything like that. But when I make mine, I always put mozzarella on mine. But I think most people, when they hear that, they're like, that's blasphemy. I like having like mine with like mushrooms and stuff like that. Right, Larry? Yours sounded all fancy too, Sweetums. No, I don't like any. The only form of cheese I like is mozzarella. I've been doing fine. How have you been? I take it you have been a good girl. They hid that. Earlier, if you saw it, you wouldn't think it was fancy at all. The only white cheddar I like is white cheddar smart popcorn. But I won't eat like white cheddar flavored anything else, and I don't like cheese, so there was a minor incident with some rude dudes, but all in all, yes, no taco mail. Bullshit. We didn't do too bad tonight. It was a slow night, Larry. Not too many people coming through. I keep on forgetting to tell, certain people. I see, so tell me when you're going live, and I always forget to. I gotta find my sound bowl too. I forgot about that. Cause all my stuff is like being pushed away from me because I have too much stuff in here. So we can cuss and it doesn't get hidden. Who cussed? Like Jesse, have you heard from her? Uh, I think the only thing was yesterday, right? Yesterday was she in here? I don't know. Even if she wasn't in here, she replied to like a comment I did. She feels a little bit better from the food poisoning, but not from the kidney stones. Oh yeah, no, that was hidden. I unhid it. Oh, now this was hid too. Oh, what Desi said? Desi was hid too. Okay, I'm back. We had a ghetto bird flying over our house, and on the loudspeaker telling us to stay inside and lock our doors and windows because there's a. Oh heck no! Dang. At least they told you guys. I hate when one of them's flying around. They're just going around and around and not saying anything. You know they're looking for somebody. Oh, you don't know what a She said a what? You don't know what a ghetto bird is, Sweetums? I thought it was just censored out of silly words. No. Yeah, Desi's message was hidden. It should show now. I think. I don't know why it was hidden. Yeah, it's a helicopter. Yeah, it scared the heck out of me. I just heard a man's voice yelling outside. Dang. They're like, people stay inside. He must really be dangerous, though. Did it end up showing Sweetums the message? It should have. My friend's little brother would see the helicopter with searchlight on and then get on a hoodie and run around the alley like an idiot. What the heck? What's wrong with him? He's just looking for trouble for that with that. What the heck? Oh my gosh, all these held messages. Sweetums, a ghetto bird is a helicopter that flies around in the neighborhood and look for, just say, criminals. And this one, teenage boys are straight up idiots. That one was hidden too. What the heck? I think I'm looking at my phone tonight instead of just my computer. Thanks for, thanks for the explanation there. Well, you did ask. Yeah. I haven't heard one in a minute around here, but they really do get to going over, around and around and around, and you think they're gonna say something. I swear they just be hiding so much in this city. And I never watched the news to see if there was anything. What is this? That is crazy. Oh, I just read something else like maybe man. They did a SWAT search on the house in the Nancy on wait, but what house you don't know? Because I was just looking at that, and then I saw um, hey Moss. Then I saw something about something else. Oh, they got two people with no follow up. Hopefully, it's they find her alive. It was a house. Yeah, I saw it said like within a block or something like that. Alright, that's enough of the news. Besides, oh, it was. Oh, okay. I really hope and pray she's alive. Yeah, they just searched the house. You said they got two people, but no follow up yet. I don't know. It's so weird how they compared what she said during the press conference to what was said in the movie. It's just so weird. Like it was the exact same thing. It doesn't make any sense. What? What the heck is wrong with you, dude? Oh, that's an instant block for you. Hopefully I got everything once I got rid of that person that I don't think you guys saw. I forgot what movie it was. But they did a clip and they played them side by side and they were the same words. Said the same way and everything. Yeah, that's what I think too, Desi. Oh yeah, do you guys have plans for Valentine's Day? Hmm, I don't know. Something seems fishy up in there. They were saying that, what's her name again? The daughter of the one that's kidnapped they held the press conference and they took the same exact words from the movie and used it. So they showed the movie, which I don't know what the name was, and what's the lady's name? What's the daughter's name again? What she said, it just was used the same way, said the same way. Savannah, yeah, that's what I was just working on. Sweet, I'm looking up restaurants and trying to plan out something but I don't want to spend any money. So maybe we'll just make a meal at home. Yeah, I think I should have at least planned out a meal at home, but I didn't. I'm dang sure not ordering anything tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. I think meals at home are special too. Yeah, we got the Barilla heart-shaped pasta. That was I was gonna plan out something with that, but then there's still another box. But we made like a goulash type thing with those. Did you guys see the heart-shaped Barilla pastas? They're so cool. The daughter, not the Today Show host, but the other one, she looks hateful. Was it her and her husband suspects in the beginning? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe my husband will surprise me and cook for me. Well, that'll be good. I don't know of such things. I am. Was there ever a I don't think there was really I don't think I've ever had a true Valentine. Like, the only Valentine's Day that I really had in a relationship, it wasn't like that. So I was just like whatever. I didn't care. And the last dude I was with, he had like 10 Valentines. It would be so stupid. He would get like I was stupid sitting in that situation, but you would just see the same flowers, put aside for whoever, whatever women and stuff. Like nothing was different. Yeah, I saw them on Amazon. I wanted to order them, but I forgot. Oh, they had them on Amazon too. I just looked up the barrel. Yeah, it's cute and it holds together. I thought the hearts would like fall apart, but they hold together pretty well. No, I don't have any plans. I was happy to do the little Galentine swap with Susan, but regular Valentine's Day, nope. It's dry over here. Oh, really? To make them $1. Oh, now you know you're maybe gonna get some Fenty lipstick. Which one, Sweetums? You didn't get the gloss lipstick thing? The what is it? The balm. There hasn't. I love all their lip products. Besides their lip liner. Their lip liner formula is crap. Oh, the hot chocolate one? Yeah, that's nice. I know I'm gonna end up eventually getting all the colors. What's a Fenty lipstick? Is that a brand? It's the Rihanna brand makeup. Rihanna's makeup brand. It's Fenty. And I want to try a Fenty nude lip paint that I saw. but it's called Unbutton. Yeah, their paints are good too. They're not. They don't feel drying or anything. I really like them. I have a few of those too. That's why I said any of their lip stuff besides their lip liner. That was a no. I put that. I like. I'm still gonna try it again, but I'm so mad. You don't talk about nude colors and stuff, and then come out with a color that's supposed to be nude, and it looks like fucking diarrhea or something. That's the only way I could explain it. It was horrible. I gotta find it so I can review it one day while I'm on on video. So and it just was very it didn't have it needed some more like Fenty. The it needed more wax to it. It was too wet. It doesn't. It's not gonna stay on nobody's lips, and that's very discouraging because their lip products, any other lip product, is done so well. They failed on the lip liner, especially with the lip paints. How they make that doe foot for she has a very pronounced cupid bow, so she paid attention to that where that doe foot applicator. You don't make mistakes putting on her stuff because if you have a cupid's bow, the doe foot goes right there, so it's way easier to do. Okay, I'm learning all these things from y'all, like finding out what highlighter is. Yeah. Who knew I wasn't just a Sharpie brand? Yeah. He thought it was Larry that said that. Oh yeah, I do get shocked when people don't know like certain things in the makeup land because I'm so engulfed in it, and I have been for so long. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna end up getting all the colors of that gloss bomb before they don't sell it anymore. I think I have three so far. Yeah, makeup is. I remember I used to always be like swatching colors just when I was up like at 2, 3 a.m. bored, going through my makeup. And my daughter used to always come in the room when she was a teenager and she'd be like, "What are you doing, mom?" And then she started getting into makeup and understanding. But she did not understand me while I was just sitting there swatching makeup that I already had and stuff. Because I'd be like, "Ooh, the pretty colors." I just had to see them again, even if I wasn't doing a makeup look. It was just relaxing to me. So not too long ago, she came to me. She's like, I understood what you were doing those late nights now." I'm like, I'm sure it looked weird to her at first. Like, what the heck are you doing, lady? And I even got like all the pigments and all the stuff to make wait a minute, make my own colors, like my own eyeshadows and highlighters and stuff. I've spent so much money getting all that stuff. That junk is hard. It looks like it could be a simple thing, but it's hard to make colors, mix them the right way, put them in the pan, get the right formula where it sits in the pan and settles right and dries right and all that stuff. I could not get it. I could not get the it down. Now the loose pigment I could do, but not hard pan shadows. I just couldn't get the recipe right. I've only ever had Fenty dupes, but I also wanted to try the real thing. What are the Fenty dupes? I didn't even hear of some Fenty dupes. I hope you're able to get the real thing tomorrow. She will. She just gotta want to be able to spend that coin. She gotta want to give it up. She'll be like, "No, it's not worth it. Let me get the dupe." But I've never seen a Fenty dupe. I don't think any, at least I haven't seen anybody compare anything to Fenty. Or are they pricey? They're like mid range. The Revlon one called Rosy Future is a dupe for the Gloss Bomb. Really? I'm about to look this up. Now, are you talking about the Gloss Bomb lipstick or Gloss Bomb gloss? The Revlon Rosy Future. Revlon. Revlon. Oh, it's a gloss. Or is it a lipstick? Oh, the gloss. Okay. But it's like $25, I think, for each item, like lip product. They raised it, it was 25. But like I said, for me, it's worth it because if I'm gonna put something on my lips, especially when you're trying like a gloss or a gloss stick and stuff like that, you want it to stay on your lips, number one. You don't want it to be sticky, number two, and you don't want it running outside your lips, and it doesn't. So I think it's worth it. And it has a nice smell to it if you like popsicles. I think it smells like a sweet popsicle. Usually I don't like scents in anything, but when I smell that, I'm like, oh, that smells good. Where's the best place to buy makeup products? I've never set foot in an Ulta or Sephora. Well, Ulta pretty much has like if you are going to be like spending, if you are talking about like the point system and stuff like that, Ulta's always better because Ulta, there's way more sales. If you spend a certain amount a year, like you'll have a platinum status and then a diamond status. Like it changes throughout, so you actually get more points off stuff. And Sephora's point system is shit. It used to be good, but not anymore. So if I could find the products, I'm going first for Ulta. Some things aren't sold on Ulta where I would have to get them from Sephora, but Ulta would be the number one for me because of their point system. Sign up for the newsletter and the card. The what's it called? Just the Ulta card and Sephora one. They're both expensive, but Ulta has a point system of samples. Yeah, and Ulta has more drugstore in it. Sephora doesn't have drugstore makeup, so not in particular swims I want. Would need someone to guide me through it. The thought of going in there by myself. See, but also they have smaller, like Target. A lot of places has Ulta now in it. So if you're shopping at Target, you'll be able to go to like a little section that's for Ulta. Um, I think they took the Sephora's out of the smaller places. If I'm not wrong, I would think I would try Ulta in Target if you're too overwhelmed by the standalone Ultas. Yeah, I don't like going. Of course, I don't go in the stores now. I do everything online. But when I used to, it was very hard for me to go in the stores. Mouse, you could try the Bobbi Brown counter at the department store. They do very natural. Yeah, but the Bobbi Brown is. I think Bobbi Brown is too expensive for what you get. But yeah, if you do want to try some makeup out for them to put it on you. But Ulta does make Sephora does makeup. But that's like you have to. I think you have to buy a certain amount of products for them to do a makeup makeover on you. For Sephora, there's a certain amount you have to spend, and then they do like a little makeover on you. Ulta has very helpful employees, and you can even go in store and get your skin tone met so you're not clueless. That's the same. Sephora has that too, but Sephora will also have it if you do spend. I think it's $50 unless they change it. Then the person in their store has to sit down with you and, if you have questions and stuff, they usually answer it and they put makeup on you. So Moss, you said you don't wear anything at all, like as far as makeup goes. That's the thing. If you go in there, like say you go into Sephora, and which if you were to go for um like say foundation or something, just you would already know what you want as far as like two things that might add up to $50, and just do that and don't let them talk you into anything else. Shoot, yes, Sephora is $50, but Ulta has been free for me. Does Ulta do makeup, Desi? Do they do makeup on you? I know they do like hair and stuff. I didn't know if they do makeup. That's why I was gonna do a drugstore live thing because my main base, like on my face and stuff, is mainly drugstore. And if I can find my elf powder, mostly everything I use is drugstore. It's mostly elf. Oh, the cost and it's appointment only. Okay. That's why I wish I was well enough to do more videos so I could pump out these ideas I have in my head to help you guys, but these illnesses are like, forget you can't do anything. It says Ulta does and it costs 45 to 60. Wait, just for them to do the makeup, or are you buying the makeup and they're doing that for free? Forget that. But I'll never forget, like I said, when I went with my sister to my older sister to buy her these products, like to start her from the beginning. We went to Ulta and got all the stuff to start her out, and I was telling her I was planning on the next day to show her how to do all the makeup, sit down with her and walk her through all the steps and stuff. But before I woke up, she had to go to school or something. She was like, she tried on all the makeup and she said she looked like the Tin Man. She said the highlighter just kept on going and going and going until she turned into the Tin Man. I was like, girl, so when I did the makeup, she was like, oh, you do it like that. You do it like that. It was so funny, though. The cost on top of buying your makeup. Oh. Oh, that's too much for me. Yeah, I would go the Sephora route. I wouldn't go that route. On a daily basis, I don't wear makeup, but I have old powder and one foundation and a small eyeshadow palette. Okay. Yes, she highlighted. She was like, "How did you do that?" I'm like, I was thinking, "How did you look like the Tin Man?" Yeah, that's not. I wouldn't do that. I would go the Sephora route, and just like I said, be prepared to like already pick out something that you want, so that they won't talk you into anything else. And watch out with, you said you had old powder. Make sure that foundation's not old as heck, because that wouldn't be good. I use it only if I'm in a meeting with clients or I go to a special dinner out. Yeah, before I got sick, I was wearing makeup every day to work, to the drugstore, anywhere. I just wouldn't go. I maybe went one day without makeup. I always had to wake up like an hour and a half earlier to do my makeup. And if I was going out, it would be makeup and hair. And that would take like probably 3 hours. I use it only if I'm in a meeting. Oh, I already read that. Yeah. Or Spic Dry Clear. And then finding a setting spray that works for you is good too. Especially when you're older, because foundation tends to make you look older when you put it on just because you're older, and the setting spray will help it like almost mold better into your face. I don't know. It just works so much better. But it takes like an hour. Like I usually don't see any difference. Like an hour later I'll be like, "Oh, that looks good now." Every time. My foundation's pretty new. I tried Nate's recommendation for the okay Mr. brand, and it seems good. I forgot what brand I had before that. It was old. Okay, so that's a what's it called? It's not called a foundation though. Forgot what the word is. Isn't it a BB cream? It's not a foundation, but it looks like it looks like a foundation though from what I've seen. I used to be so into makeup, but I don't know what happened. I stopped wearing it and altogether recently. Yeah, I barely do either. Yeah, BB cream. For me, chronic illness happened. Cause like I said, I would be doing my makeup just for my videos, for pictures, just any of that stuff, at least 2 or 3 times a week. When I stopped working and everything, but then illness came and crept in and said, "Nope." Yeah, that's what you're using. A BB cream's usually lighter and better for your skin. It's like a beauty cream. But that one seems pretty. It has supposed to have better ingredients, than foundation. And for it to be, it looks like it has a lot of pigment to it and it's full coverage. So if it works and it actually helps your skin, I might be looking. I gotta look at what color I gotta get though. It's so hard to pick a color. I rebuke your chronic. Yeah, it pisses me off like it's the person. Yet believe me, I want to kick its ass every day, every single fucking day. because I'm like, where would I be if it wasn't for that? Oh my eye. Please don't be an eyelash in my head. Usually BB creams are like a makeup skincare mixture instead of. Yeah, that's why I said it's properties to help your skin more. But usually they don't have a full coverage, and that one looks like it has a full coverage like foundation. I never learned anything about makeup growing up, so I didn't get into it. I wish I could do all the pretty blending and contour and highlighter. See, I know the term now that Eminem does it. Yeah. I gotta find a good contour brush too. I haven't found one that I'm happy with. I think I need a new contour brush. I think that's it. I need to find my brushes that I haven't used because I know that I have highlighter brushes and more shadow brushes I've used, but like I said, I gave my daughter all my good brushes that I got through the years because she does it professionally. But I miss those dang brushes because, really, I'm telling you, most brushes I came across were crap. Nothing beats YouTube University. I think that's how we all learned, yeah. Well, I didn't learn makeup from YouTube. I just watched people. I was doing makeup before it was on YouTube and a thing. Oh, and you have a non-existent skincare routine, Moss? What? When people say that, I don't understand how it's possible. I guess because I have acne-prone skin, I've always had to be on top of my skincare. But even then, that we're up there in age, you know, I'm so bad, yeah. And you don't need a million things for skincare like they try to make it, though. Like I said, I still can't believe I have acne at this age. That was the only thing I was hoping for in good in old age. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna have acne anymore. That was a joke. I never knew. I thought well, it does run. Nobody gets it, but people with acne prone, you're still getting it when you're old. It just happens. I also learned from a dermatologist on YouTube. That's why no close-up sweetums. Oh, so you don't have like lotion or anything, or you're just saying you don't use you just don't use a lot of stuff. Mine is cleanser, glycolic acid, moisturizer, retinol. Yeah, I can't use retinol. It's just too much. Then vitamin C and SPF in the daytime. Um, yeah. My same until my late teens by watching my friends I grew up with my brother, so he wasn't teaching me anything makeup. I never knew about contour until my late 20s. My skincare is soaping my face in the shower. Oh, wow. So you guys don't have to, the ones that are up in age don't have to deal with hairs like hairs growing in your chin and stuff. No moisture. Oh, how do you not use SPF going out? Oh, I thought you. Oh, I thought that was Moss saying no moisturizer. I know my moisturizer doesn't have SPF, but I don't go out hardly. Same soap and water in my moisturizers. Leftover. What the heck? Why do you, I don't? I couldn't even. If I did that, I would have so much acne. Oh my gosh. I have hairs. Yeah, I still have to use, like I said, the epilator. I use it like twice a month to get rid of the hairs, which is very painful. But that's the only way I don't get extra bumps. Anytime I used anything else, I would get extra bumps. But I still use like a pill, like once a month though, and moisturizer and eye cream and all that stuff on the daily though. I put on sunscreen if I've been in the sun for the day. I'm grateful for being a hairless agent. Oh, okay. My hair is becoming in strong. Thick and strong. I'm like, this ain't right. I just did pluck them like right before I did that video that day and felt like they're already starting to come back. They are. I could feel a little beginning of them. But it's not stubbly because it does pull the whole hair out. So it's not like shaving. Um, if I shaved, it would be stubble, I'm sure. Oh, and am the hairiest dang Asian. Oh no. At least it's just on my face. I don't want people say they get hairy chipples. I don't want that. And I know if I were trying to pluck that out, that would really hurt. Trying to see this programming. I hope I've seen all you guys' comments. My hair is so strong, thick, I could apply Nair. Leave it on for 45 minutes and nothing? Really? What the heck? I'm telling you, what is it called? The epilator will get those. That thing has no mercy. And you have to watch out you don't suck up your face, though. I have a gift card for a facial I need to redeem. That'll be my skincare. For the year? Redeem for the year? Oh my gosh. You use the epilator on your face, Sweetums? Does it work? Oh my god, in high school I met a girl who had the hairiest chest. I felt so bad for her because she was bullied so bad. Aw. Not her fault she had a hairy chest. I hate when people bully people for something that's not their fault. That had to be horrible. I never felt the need to bully anybody. I might think in my head, oh, that's jacked up. She got a hairy chest or something, but I'm not gonna bother her about it. I don't even like hairy chests on men. Oh, that's one thing is a nope for me is a man with the hairy chest. Yuck. Oh, you do use it on your face? So you know the pain. Where was the hair on her chest? Oh gosh. If everybody could see it, it had to be the middle part. I don't think people were looking at her full out boobs. What? Oh, I think you told me that before. You don't think it's... Oh my gosh. That junk is painful for the first... When you're doing like the first few rounds of it, it hurts like hell. And then after like going over my face like 4 times, I could slow it down and it not hurt anymore. But those first initial runs, oh, they're horrible. I can't believe you said it feels doesn't feel anything. What the heck? And you enjoy it? No. That is oh my god. Yeah, she would spend her whole lunch hour in the office to avoid being bullied. She was so sweet and quiet too. She cried every day. Oh, wait, that's another word I've never heard. What is it? Epilator? You gotta Google it because it's hard to explain. But it is like it's a whole bunch of tweezers basically going round and round and plucking out the hairs. Um, so a bunch of tweezers on a thing that turns and goes fast and it plucks all the and it hurts like hell. I cannot believe Sweetums says she enjoys it. All over the middle school, she said it was a hormone disorder and something like that, or something like that. Yeah. So electric hair remover moss, it yanks out your hair. Yeah, it is painful. I don't know what Sweetums is talking about. I've been using it for like 20 years, and it's never gotten any better. It hurts. It hurts like hell. Do you use it in? I think I asked you this when you said it hurt. Like people use it in their private areas. I would die. That junk would hurt. But if you're saying you enjoy it, I want to get one of those. I use it. I use the bigger one, and then I use the smaller one to get whatever the bigger one left behind. And then for the unibrow, if your brows are wide enough, I just go in between there. So I don't have to pluck it because I can't see very good, and I just use it in the middle of my brows. Oh, heck no, it stays on my face. Thank you very much. Well, a lot of people say they use it on that. I'm like, what? What the heck are you doing? It's like how tweezing your eyebrows hurt at first, and then it's fun. No, it's not fun. I don't find any part of it. I mean, like I said, I think my face does go numb after I tortured it running through it a few times, but I don't look at it as relaxing or fun. Do you guys keep your sideburns? I know a lot of women wax their sideburns off. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Sweetums when she was would wear just a regular t-shirt, but was visible in changing for the gym. I think Sweetums wants to know what's the hair on her actual boobs and not just her chest. Um, I look like Helga from Hey Arnold if I don't attend to my unibrow. Oh no. See, I know who that is even though I don't watch. I remember it pop up in my head. If you have the small epilator, it will work like going in the if your eyebrows are wide enough, your eyebrows have to be wide enough. If they're close together, it might not work, but yeah, it will keep. You could do the unibrow. It pretty much gets rid of that. You gotta be careful though, because you don't want it going over to your actual curve of your brow or anything like that. So you could be able to get away with getting the unibrow and like the top part of your brow, but I wouldn't mess with it on the lower part. No, that'd be too. Too much of a risk. You epilate your sideburns off. That's why I like my sideburns. I'm not doing that. I keep mine. Yeah. I saw people waxing theirs off. I was like, why? I should tweeze my eyebrows. Can we all get together so you can help me? You've never tweezed your eyebrows either, Mom? I'm a lost cause. I stopped tweezing my eyebrows though, besides like the middle and a little bit on the top, because I'm just like they're thinning out anyway. So I'm like I'm not messing with it anymore. Oh yes, she said it was all the way down to her stomach. Oh wow. YouTube tutorials. I've been tweezing the brows. Yes, I've seen gurus thread or wax their sideburns off. Yeah. I don't have the patience for this stuff. You do have to have patience, that's for sure. This is why God gave me sons instead of daughters. But it's relaxing when you, not the epilator. I don't know what we was talking about with that. But I'm just saying, if you were to get into like makeup and stuff, it is relaxing. And I think once, if you actually get like a good, like when I did my makeup look, it was like once you get a good makeup look, you're like, dang, I want to, you feel like going somewhere and stuff. Like it just gives you a happy feeling. I don't know. Like I was like, dang, I need to be going out for drinks or something last time I did my makeup. I really hate how YouTube it didn't look as bad as I thought it was when I watched it. But the eyeshadow looks so much more blended than the camera picks up on. That's the only thing that frustrates me when I do the makeup looks. Um, and just the way that eyeshadow blended as a whole was really good. I didn't have to work too much to have it blend. But so that's the only thing that annoys me, that the makeup doesn't look blended when it really is. Because I know plenty of people that do not know how to blend their makeup, and I'm not the one. I used to spend at least a half hour blending my eyeshadows when I used to be able to use a bunch of colors and stuff like that. But now that I'm older, my eyeshadows will get too wrinkly if I tried that. I still have to blend my colors. I can't do that. You can get your eyebrow threaded. Yo, and when you get your eyebrows threaded, sometimes where there's space that there needs to be eyebrows, it actually grows for some reason. Because my daughter's eyebrows used to be really sparse at the end, and then she started getting them threaded, and it actually grew in some. So threading's the best way to go, I think. I've never had my eyebrows threaded, but I didn't have the problem of like not having eyebrows. Right? I mean, when I do my makeup good, I have nowhere to go. I'll go to Walmart. Yeah, when I had to take off my makeup that night, I texted my sister. I'm like, I'm sad. I just have to take off my makeup. Like I don't have. I want to be able to go out for drinks or something. Um, I think I would become more fun once I do learn more. Yeah, I just need to make time to actually learn it. Yeah. Where can I get that done? I've heard of it. A lot of malls, places in malls do that too, the threading. And you could do so many different looks and change it up. It's so fun. Is not issue? Well, just was something held. Oh, my eye. Really think I got an eyelash in my eye. Something was held way back. So, like her entire chest. Oh, like a man. Dang. Sweetums is trying to really get the details of this, the hairy chested lady. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Mostly around malls, I've seen them. There's a Bebop makeup trend that's going on that's based on Filipino makeup. Really? What Bebop? Bebop. What's it going around on? Is it anything on YouTube? I'd be too scared to even um Bebop. Even try stuff like that because people are too, what's it called? I just know they'd be saying something about my race and the race of the makeup I'm doing and stuff like that. I'm trying to see what the end looks like. I see people doing it. I guess I gotta Google it because nobody's showing like the end result on the pictures. Bebop makeup tutorial. Oh, okay, I see. I see. It's more of a sultry eye. I agree. Threading actually helps. Yeah. Bebop, I think it's a song from the Black Eyed Peas. Really? I have a Tita named Bebop. Tita Bebop. That's cute. Appropriation, yeah. Is that what it's called? I think so, and I'm not even trying to hit. They're just people look for reasons to jump on the negative. Alright, Mouse. It's a trend though, I think it would be fine. Yeah, no, I know it would be fine for some people, but I'm just saying the assholes that scour the internet just for something to say, I know they would just love that. The girl I watch is Mexican and she did it. Yeah, I see a lot of people. I looked it up, so I see a lot of different races doing it on YouTube. Seems like more of a neutral look with darker eyes. But the lips and everything seem very neutral. I gotta find some people that actually like doing. All the people that I used to follow that used to do makeup, they don't really do makeup anymore. I gotta find. I've been trying to find some new people that I'm not annoyed with, so I could keep up on like what makeup, new makeup out there and stuff. But I haven't really been able to find somebody that I enjoy watching. Oh yeah, I forgot if Desi. We didn't ask Moss that either. Last night was a fail when I always go get my cucumbers and stuff. I couldn't even move to do it last night. So I hope tonight's better. I don't think She might have be doing something. I better hop off here too. I don't want to like get too weak and then not be able to do it. And we're at the 2 hour mark. So, yeah, let me hop off here. Alright, guys, thank you for joining me. And like I said, contributing to the chat. It means a whole bunch. Thank you to the silent viewers that listen. I'll always say I hope you feel comfortable one day to come in and join us. And, yeah, I will see you guys. Thank you, Sweetums. I will see you guys next time, which is hopefully, tomorrow. And yeah, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. And even if you don't have a date or whatever, like do something for yourself. Self love is more important than having a boo thing or something like that. Self love is always more important. So put the love on yourself today if you don't have anybody to give it to. Alright, you guys, have a good night. And yeah, Sweetums, get that lipstick. Get that Fenty. Alright, bye, you guys.